start, Nico, with what winning the best or being named to the team means to you, and especially when you're named with two teammates, the best 11.
Nico, la pregunta es, ¿qué te pareció que salió con tu nombre en el equipo de los mejores 11 y especialmente con compañeros de los Sounders también?
Bueno, buenas tardes para todos. La verdad que sí, fue una alegría, un lindo reconocimiento, un premio al trabajo, al sacrificio que uno hace año tras año. Es mi primera vez desde que llegué. Y nada, fue una alegría, y una alegría doble porque es lindo compartir estos premios con compañeros de equipo, tanto Jordan como Raúl, la verdad que se lo merecen, y la verdad que es algo lindo estar con ellos ahí en el mejor 11, y creo que es algo lindo también e importante para el club.
First, good afternoon. In reality, yeah, it's been a beautiful recognition. It's an award for the hard work that we put year over year. It's the first time that I'm nominated since I've been here, and it's great to share this happiness with peers, someone like Raúl, who also deserves it. And truth is that it's been a beautiful thing. It's great to be in this top 11, and it's also very important to the club.
Raúl and Jordan, both.
Thank you.
You name
Raúl and Jordan.
I say.
I apologize for not
Thank
saying
you.
good afternoon. Good afternoon, and definitely congratulations to the three of y'all.
What you think about having this little layoff here before the playoffs get going, and whether that's a good or bad thing for the team, and kind of how you guys are looking heading into the playoff game here.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's nice. I think it's been a long season, a lot of games one after another, obviously with the congested schedule. So I think having a little bit of a break is nice, but it just makes guys hungrier to get back out and play. I think we all know that how good of a team LAFC are, and you know how big of a battle it's going to be. And I think guys are just eager and excited to play. I think in terms of a rest, it's nice to give the legs a little bit of a rest. But I think it's just making guys hungry to play because we're all excited. So yeah, we can't wait for Tuesday.
And of course, you're going to get the same question the other guys are going to get about being on the best 11. Quite an honor, to especially have 3 Sounders on it. I think tied with Philly for league lead.
Yeah, it's a huge honor. I think you know I wouldn't be here without these 2 guys and the rest of my teammates, and so it's definitely a team award as well. But it's just a huge honor. Of course, you always strive to do the best you can, and these individual awards are nice recognition, and it's again it's thanks to Nico and Raúl and the rest of the teammates. So
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Alonso, I see you have your hand raised, so if you have a question, go ahead and fire it off.
Thank you, Alex. Esta pregunta va para Raúl. Raúl, bienvenido de nuevo a Seattle. ¿Cómo te sientes estar en este 11 con 2 compañeros que han sido de repente un tridente letal en esta temporada? ¿Y cómo te estás preparando ya para este duelo contra el LAFC? Gracias.
Gracias. Feliz, muy contento y orgulloso conmigo mismo por todo lo que he venido haciendo este año, ¿no? Uno siempre, cuando llega a un club, solo piensa en aportar al máximo para que el equipo sume una estrella, y que se den estas cosas de estar en el 11 ideal del equipo, de toda la liga, me hace sentir orgulloso y más feliz todavía porque estoy con 2 compañeros míos que hemos tenido muy buena química, lo hemos demostrado partido a partido y hacemos el mejor esfuerzo para que esto funcione. Así que por esa parte muy feliz y muy contento, la verdad. Y ahora ya enfocarnos en lo que viene, ¿no? Sería muy lindo poder cerrar muy bien la temporada, pero vamos paso a paso. Nos estamos preparando muy bien, como lo hemos venido haciendo. Y el martes dejar todo en el campo, ¿no? Ojalá Dios quiera todo salga de nuestro favor.
The question was, Raúl, welcome to Seattle. Welcome back to Seattle. How do you feel being in this top 11, and even more being with two peers that have been so effective in the attack, with the attacking power? And also, how do you feel about the upcoming match? The answer. I'm very happy and in reality proud of myself. When one arrives in a new club, all we want is to contribute. And so for that matter, being this top 11 across the entire league, it's a great recognition. And even happier to know that I'm sharing this with my teammates, especially because of our chemistry, all the effort that we've been putting to make this work. So in reality, I'm very happy. And about the match, obviously we are very focused, waiting for the match, preparing for the match. We want to close the season well, and we know that we need to take things step by step. And it's now a matter of waiting for Tuesday and hoping that we can leave everything, we leave it all on the pitch, and hoping for a good result.
Gracias, Raúl and Bob. Again, reminder, if you guys have questions, please go ahead and ask. Bring yourself off mute. We are not calling on you guys, so go for it.
Hey, Jordan. Paul Tenorio here. I wonder, you've been around this club for a really long time, even, beyond being a player with the first team. You guys have been in the playoffs every year since coming to MLS. Even before coming to MLS, Seattle was successful. Obviously been to MLS Cup several times in the last few years. Now 3 players in the best 11, right back in contention for another MLS Cup. What, from your perspective, has made Seattle so successful consistently to be able to maintain that success year over year in a league that's built on parity, built to not have kind of juggernauts that stay at the top year after year?
Yeah, I think really, it's a couple things. I think it's just the mindset of this team is, championships are what we strive for, and anything less isn't a success. Making the playoffs is obviously great, but our whole mindset as a team going into each year is we want to win an MLS Cup, and anything less is going to be it's not going to be a success. So I think just having that mindset, everyone that comes into the team understands that that's the goal, and that's every day you're working towards that. It makes the training environment great, and then when you go into games, you know the expectation is to win and to go far and win a championship in the playoffs. And I think also it's just, you look at the players. Seattle's been definitely, the Sounders have been blessed with some great players over the years. And growing up, I remember watching, I can name so many, but just so many good players that have come through this team and helped this team get to where it is. So I think it's a combination of a couple of things. And then obviously, we missed the fans this year, but just having that type of environment here as well is definitely an advantage when teams come and play against us. It's a hard place to play, and so I think when you're able to have that kind of home field advantage like that, it's pretty special.
Thank you.
Nico, buenas tardes tengan los tres. Quería yo preguntarles qué significa para cualquiera de los tres que los delanteros o el poder en la delantera son los tres de Seattle Sounders. ¿Qué significa para ustedes analizando a todos los demás equipos en la liga?
The question to everybody. Nick, first of all, good afternoon to all three of you. The question can be for any and all of you. What it means that in the team, in this 11, the attack is formed by our 3 players. What do you think about that, and how do you analyze in context of the entire league and all the teams in this league?
Creo que es un reconocimiento, como dije recién, algo lindo. Lo tenemos que tomar como una motivación y un premio al esfuerzo, al trabajo que hemos hecho durante toda la temporada. Fue una temporada difícil, rara, extraña, como la quieran llamar, pero la verdad que con esta premiación queda claro que hicimos más allá de todo eso, nos enfocamos en intentar hacer un buen trabajo y lo conseguimos. Ahora lo que tenemos que hacer es seguir y demostrándolo en los playoffs, tomar esto como una motivación y disfrutar de todo lo lindo que se nos viene. Sabemos que nos conocemos, que entrenamos muy bien todo el año y bueno, ahora viene una parte linda que ya hay que sacarse todas las presiones, disfrutar de este momento y tratar de hacer todo lo lindo que hicimos juntos y lo bueno que hicimos juntos a lo largo de esta temporada, hacerlo en los partidos que vienen.
I'll answer one by one then. Nico's answer. Well, as I mentioned, it's a recognition. It's something beautiful. We should take this as motivation, recognize this as an award of the work that we've done during the season. It's been a weird season, a unique season, call it however you want. But this shows that we went above and beyond. We tried to do our best work, and we did it. And now we should take this as motivation to the playoff. We know that we know each other. We practice together. We've done a lot together during this year. So now it's a matter of enjoying the moment and taking this as a beautiful thing and motivation into the match, into the playoffs.
Raúl, can you tell us a little bit about your experience when you were contracted with COVID and how you're feeling now?
Raúl, la pregunta fue si puedes contar un poco de cómo fue tu experiencia contrayendo el coronavirus, el COVID, y cómo te sientes ahora.
Gracias a Dios no tuve ni un síntoma, la verdad parece que ni lo hubiera tenido el COVID. Es una enfermedad muy rara. Poder predecir algo, ¿no? Creo que gracias a Dios no tuve ni un síntoma y eso es lo que me hace estar bien. Ahora estoy muy bien, estoy muy tranquilo. Me he vuelto, bueno, soy inmune creo que por 3 meses. Y eso, bueno, de cierta manera me da un poco de tranquilidad, pero igual sigo manteniéndome y cuidándome de todo esto y protegiéndome, ¿no? Que es la idea, dar el ejemplo a todos. Entonces, eso.
Well, thank God I did not have any symptoms, which is great and makes me feel good, feel well and feel calm, tranquil about all this. It seems that I could be immune for a period of, I believe, 3 months. But regardless, one way or another, I'm still taking care of myself. That's what one should do, and also to give a good example.
This one.
Jordan, ¿cómo te ayuda a ti este llamado, este nombramiento al 11 ideal?
The question, Jordan, how being named to this ideal 11 makes you feel? How does it help? How does it motivate you?
Yeah, I mean, it's a huge honor. I think, I've been a fan of MLS and Sounders and have goals coming in when you're playing. And that was definitely one of them, was to be part of this best 11. And so to be part of this team, especially with 2 of my teammates, is something that's really special. So, no, it's a huge honor. Again, I couldn't have done it without my teammates, and it's just exciting. And I think, like Nico said, it motivates us to try and win something even bigger, which is an MLS Cup. So that's what we're looking forward to.
Hey, this one is for Nico and Raúl, and Jordan, you can jump in as well. But what is it about finishing on this team? Not only is it scoring the goals, but when you all score the goals, because Nico's got 6 game-winning assists and Raúl has 4 game-winning goals. I mean, what is it about you guys when the clutch scoring?
Bob, you okay to translate that one?
So this was for everybody?
Yeah, for
Yeah,
everyone.
you know what? I can clean it up for you. Just the game-winning goals and assists. Yeah, what can they talk about?
No problem. La pregunta para los tres también, si pueden decir que con todos esos números que nosotros que ustedes tienen, goles y asistencias, ¿cómo te parece que esto fue la justificativa o la razón por ser nombrados para estos top 11, 11 el equipo de 11?
¿Quién es primera?
No entendí. Bueno, Nico.
No se entendió mucho la pregunta.
Bueno, de nuevo. Bueno, te repito, es justamente sabiendo de los números que tenemos, que ustedes tienen, del número de los goles, del número de las asistencias y todo esto, ¿qué te parece que si fue esto la razón y la justificativa para que ustedes fueran nombrados en el grupo de 11?
Yeah.
Sí, creo que sí. Creo que, como dije, a lo largo de la temporada, tanto Raúl como Jordan hicieron muchos goles, estuvieron involucrados también en muchas asistencias. Creo que estamos nosotros en este 11 ideal, pero también es gran parte del equipo. Sin ellos nosotros no hubiésemos podido estar en donde estamos hoy con este reconocimiento, porque si bien nosotros hacemos gol, yo consigo dar la asistencia, Estefan ataja, tuvimos una buena defensa, yo qué sé, funcionamos muy bien como equipo. Y creo que sin duda si uno no tiene unos números que lo respalden, sería imposible poder estar en el 11 mejor de la liga. Creo que, como dice Jordan, es a huge honor. Es un honor estar acá, pero la verdad que hicimos mérito y los números están. ¿Por qué estamos en esta premiación?
Okay, the answer. Yeah, I believe so. During the season, Raúl and Jordan had the goals, had the assists, and we are now in this ideal 11. But we need to remember that this is we are part of the team, and this recognition is related to being part of the team. We score, and we have these numbers, but we also need to think about our teammates, the folks that are marking, the folks that are playing well in defense. We all work as a team. And of course, the numbers help to back us up and to back up our nominations. And as we all mentioned before, like Jordan mentioned, it's an honor to be here. And definitely we had the merit to achieve these numbers as well.
Bueno, yo tengo una pregunta para Nico y una para Raúl, y les pido disculpas si ya se les hizo la pregunta, ya que obviamente no estoy aquí en el momento adecuado, pero quería saber en cuanto a Nicolás, obviamente tú has sido uno de los jugadores más importantes para Seattle desde tu llegada, y nunca has ganado un jugador más valioso de la liga, un premio independiente. ¿Qué tan importante es para ti, o el hecho de que has ganado 2 copas supera y no te preocupas de un premio como ese?
La verdad que sí, Nico, la conferencia era a las 3, tenés que ser más puntual.
Lo siento.
No, Nico, la verdad que sí, uno cuando, en mi caso, mi opinión, lo que pienso es que cuando juego al fútbol, lo que más me deja marcado son los títulos que conseguí con el equipo, las 2 estrellas que tenemos en el escudo y el haber llegado a la final y las 3 veces que fuimos campeones de conferencia, esas cosas, esos títulos como equipo me dejan más contento que la premiación individual. Mi trabajo es dar el máximo, más allá si gano o no un título individual. Como dijiste, es la primera vez en casi 4 años que estoy acá que gano un premio individual. Entonces, para mí siempre lo más importante es el objetivo grupal y después todas estas premiaciones, obviamente que es un mimo, una caricia que nos dan, que nos deja contentos, pero nada, ya siempre lo tomo como una motivación más para ayudar al equipo. En definitiva, lo más importante es el título como equipo.
The question was about, knowing about the question to Nico, knowing that we have won as a team, winning cups, winning conference titles, but now you have this individual recognition. How does it feel and how does it compare? The answer, well, in my case, when I play soccer, I'm always thinking about winning as a team. What stays with me is winning. What I take away, what it stays with me is winning as a team, winning titles. So having those 3 conference titles were great, the cups, more than any individual recognition. It is now, as you've said, the first time that I received this award in almost 4 years that I've been here, this individual recognition, and it's nice. It's like an extra. But more important than anything is that I keep thinking about the group goals and how to win as a team.
Perfecto.
This question.
Oh, go ahead. I'll wait.
Oh, okay. Wanted to ask Jordan. You guys, when you guys face LAFC, it'll be a different team. They don't have all of the pieces. I don't think you guys have faced really the complete same lineup all season. So how do you compare, or what are you most prepare, and what are you most preparing for Tuesday?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I think the main message is we can't take them lightly at all. We when we played them down there, they weren't necessarily at full strength, and they beat us, and we didn't have a great game. And I think just understanding the circumstances, understanding how big of a game this is, understanding that they're going to be frustrated that we beat them last year in the playoffs and still have that in their mind. They might be missing a few guys, but they're still a very dangerous team. And with Carlos Vela back, that adds a completely different dynamic as well. So they have a bunch of good players. Obviously, they're missing a couple guys that are important for them, but they have other guys that can fill in and do a great job, and well-coached team as well. So they're a very dangerous team that we can't take lightly, even if they are missing a couple guys.
And you mentioned the home field advantage, but without your fans, is it still really truly an advantage? Like, what do you feel is most there when you don't have that fan noise and support right there for you?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think in MLS, there's, maybe I'm wrong with this, but there was some stat when they're obviously not this year, but how many more teams won at home versus away. And I think this year that kind of changed a little bit. So I'm sure I know the fans definitely have something to do with it, and we miss them, and they make our home field just a fortress, a hard place to play. But we still feel that home field advantage. We feel that every game at home is a winnable game. I know Nico says before every game at home that we're at home and we need to win because it is our home, and we expect to win every time we play there. So I think that the home field advantage still exists without the fans. We obviously wish they could be there. We miss them a lot, but we know that in our home we need to win. So.
Jordan, adelante.
Hey, Nico, go ahead and ask your question, and we'll take one or two more guys before we get the players out of here and move on to Brian Schmetzer.
Ok, la pregunta es para Raúl. Simplemente quería saber tu mentalidad el año pasado cuando se enfrentaron a este equipo, una situación similar de eliminación, era que, o se sentía que obviamente eran el equipo que a lo mejor la narrativa era que no tenía una oportunidad de ganar porque se enfrentaban a este gran equipo y ustedes salieron a jugar probablemente el mejor partido que le he visto a Seattle Sounders, como con esa emoción de mostrar a la gente que sí merecían estar en ese mismo terreno. Hoy en día ustedes son el mejor equipo por encima del LAFC, que tiene algunos problemas, algunas bajas. ¿Cuál es la mentalidad tuya personalmente y la del grupo, teniendo en cuenta las diferencias de las circunstancias esta vez?
Bueno,
todos los partidos son totalmente diferentes, ¿no? Hoy venimos en una buena posición por encima de ellos, pero eso no deja de que el LAFC sea un mal equipo. Tiene muy buenos jugadores, muy buen plantel, muy buen entrenador, y será muy difícil. Creo que lo que hicimos el año pasado quedó como un lindo recuerdo, ganamos un título más y ya está. Ahora es un año totalmente diferente, un año raro, difícil. Tenemos otra motivación, hay que salir a prepararnos de la mejor manera, con esas ganas de poder lograr un título más. Como lo digo, vamos paso a paso. Yo creo que nadie nos quita esa ilusión, nadie nos quita esas ganas de poder alcanzarlo. Entonces el grupo, y tanto como yo, creo que estamos pensando de la misma forma, que es salir a ganar de todas maneras. Cueste lo que cueste, estamos en un buen escenario, en casa, el mejor escenario, y debemos de arrasar con todo, ¿no? Ojalá Dios quiera todas las cosas salgan como nosotros queremos, y lo vamos a dejar todo dentro del campo para que eso suceda.
All right. The question, Raúl, what is your mentality comparing to the situation last year? It could be even considered similar, where we were playing the same team. They were considered being the top team, and that it would be really hard, and maybe we didn't even have an opportunity to win. So, and then we went there, we played with emotion, we showed that we belonged. And now the situation is a little bit different. The team is better recognized, better rated, higher in the standings table. So what is different to you and to the group? The answer, well, every match we play is different. Today we are well positioned. We are above in the standings, but that doesn't mean they are a bad team either. They have a great team, a great roster, a great coach. And thinking about what we did last year, it was beautiful. It led to the title of the cup in the end. But this year is different. This year is unique. It's different. But the point is that we are prepared to give our best. We want to achieve this title one more time, and we need to take things step by step. But nobody takes away the motivation and our desire to win. So when we get there, I believe that to me and to the entire group, we think similar. We want to win. We want to give it all, and we have the advantage to being playing at home. So we want to give it all and try to get the result.
All right, guys. Is there anybody who has not asked a first-time question that wants to get one final one in? Anybody on the call? First-time askers?
Alex, the questions or the interview subjects got me thinking. I'm just curious, Jordan, have you learned Spanish at all? Are you able to communicate with Nico and Raul in their native tongue at all?
I'm decent. I took Spanish in high school and college.
Yes.
I can understand it pretty well. I'm not the best at speaking it. So basic conversations I can get through, but I could understand what they were saying most of the time.
Well, I'm curious what Nico and Raul think of it.
This is a secret team. Jordan speaks Spanish with Christian and Alex all the time. No chat with me and Raúl.
Yeah. Raúl, él dice, ¿qué piensas del español de Jordan?
Muy bueno.
He says it's very good, Jeremiah.
I got that. Thank you.
Alex, can I get one in?
Yeah, go ahead, Jason.
Jordan, over the break, the USMNT at times looked like a pretty tantalizing group that was, I think, having a lot of fun playing together. I imagine you must be pretty excited thinking about what you can bring to that mix with your verticality and speed, yeah?
Yeah, definitely. It's exciting. There's a lot of young talent, and it was exciting to watch them play. I think everyone missed watching national team games, so that was definitely exciting. The big year next year, and to have a lot of talent is always something that's special. And yeah, just every time I get a chance, I'm gonna go out and do my best, and always so grateful for the opportunity. But it was definitely fun to watch the young kids do their thing, and yeah, there's a lot to be excited about. So